The seed of humanity, Genesis, and our shared story, the book of Genesis. Even the name evokes a sense of beginnings, of something profound and ancient. It is the book of beginnings, the foundation stone of the Bible, the text that introduces us to the grand narrative of humanity's relationship with the divine. For millennia, its stories have captivated, challenged, and comforted us. But for all its familiarity, Genesis still holds surprising secrets, hidden depths waiting to be explored. Join me as we unearth 5 astonishing facts about this foundational text as rendered in the King James Version. Facts that may forever change the way you read and understand the story of creation. Surprising fact 1. The serpent's true identity. We all know the story of Adam and Eve and the serpent who tempts them with forbidden fruit. But did you know that the serpent wasn't always seen as Satan? In the original Hebrew text, the serpent is simply a cunning creature, not necessarily the embodiment of evil. It was only later through interpretations and traditions that the serpent became synonymous with the devil. The King James Version, reflecting these later interpretations, solidifies this link, painting the serpent as a malevolent force working against God's plan. This shift in perspective is fascinating. It reveals how our understanding of biblical characters can evolve over time, shaped by theological debates and cultural influences. The serpent's transformation from a wily animal to the personification of evil speaks volumes about how we grapple with the nature of temptation and sin. Surprising fact 2. The mysterious absence of dinosaurs. Genesis tells the story of God creating the world in 6 days, populating it with creatures of the land, sea, and air. But one type of creature is conspicuously absent: dinosaurs. Now, we know from fossil records that dinosaurs roamed the Earth millions of years ago, so how do we reconcile this scientific evidence with the Genesis account? Some argue that the days of creation shouldn't be taken literally, but rather as vast epochs of time. Others believe that dinosaurs may be included in broader categories like beasts of the earth. This apparent discrepancy highlights the ongoing dialogue between science and religion, reminding us that interpretations of Scripture can vary widely. Surprising fact 3. The significance of 7. The number 7 appears repeatedly throughout Genesis, from the 7 days of creation to the 7 pairs of clean animals Noah brings aboard the ark. This is no coincidence. In ancient Hebrew culture, 7 was a deeply symbolic number representing completeness and divine perfection. By structuring the creation narrative around this number, the King James Version emphasizes God's power and sovereignty. The repetition of 7 also creates a sense of rhythm and order in the narrative, highlighting the intentional and purposeful nature of God's creation. Understanding the cultural significance of numbers like 7 unlocks a deeper layer of meaning within the text, allowing us to appreciate the artistry and intentionality of the biblical authors. Surprising fact 4. God's gender in Genesis. While we often think of God in masculine terms, the Hebrew Bible, including Genesis, uses a variety of metaphors to describe the divine. One of the most striking is the image of God as a mother hen gathering her chicks. This maternal imagery challenges traditional notions of God's gender and suggests a more multifaceted understanding of the divine nature. The King James Version, while predominantly using masculine pronouns for God, retains this powerful image of divine care and protection. This reminds us that God's nature transcends human limitations of gender, encompassing both masculine and feminine qualities. Surprising fact 5. The missing day of creation. Have you ever noticed that the Genesis creation account doesn't explicitly mention what God did on the 7th day? We're told that God rested, but the text doesn't specify any creative act. This omission is significant. By leaving the 7th day open-ended, the narrative invites us to participate in the ongoing work of creation. This open invitation to join God in the act of creation is a powerful message, reminding us that we are not just passive observers in God's world. We are called to be active participants, using our own creativity and ingenuity to shape and care for the world around us. A new perspective on an ancient text. The book of Genesis, even in its familiar King James Version, is full of surprises. By digging beneath the surface, by exploring the historical context and uncovering hidden meanings, we gain a richer, more nuanced understanding of this foundational text. The 5 surprising facts we've explored today challenge us to reconsider our assumptions, to engage with the text in new and exciting ways. As we continue to wrestle with the stories of Genesis, we open ourselves to a deeper understanding not only of our origins, but also of ourselves and our place in the grand narrative of creation.